got a tour of WGN TV thanks to Jeff Hoover there. It was awesome. It was like unreal. Like we just parked there. We walk in.
Ryan was going to take the CTA bus from Rosemont all the way down, which would have taken like a fortnight. But
no. It was to take the CTA train. And then
That's right. And then take a bus. Planes, trains, and automobiles all in one morning we were going to do.
And then take the private jet home from Rosemont. But here's the thing. It was awesome because we go in and he goes, "Are you guys here for the tour?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "What's your name?" Like Ryan Hoppe. He's like, "You're on the sheet." It's like awesome. Like, yeah,
that's pretty cool. He's like, "Ryan Hoppe. Oh yeah, you're on the sheet. Have a seat. We'll bring you to the motor." And then we go into the green room, and the green room is this place where they have the people that are going to go on stage or go on the TV and talk. Like they had people like Tom Hanks who's been in that green room. And it's anyone that's going to be at WGN Studios. They go in there, get ready, get prepped, and everything. And we were in there waiting for our guy Jeff Hoover to come in and give us a tour.
And I was just like walking on every square meter of that. I've been like, Oprah walked there. This person walked there. Like I wanted to have my foot be on the same foot that they walked. So we walk around and we're like, oh yeah.
You even took a crap in the bathroom that Tom Hanks probably crapped in.
I actually did take a dump in there. Sorry, Jeff Hoover. No, but seriously, we're walking. It's like, oh wait, there's Bozo, the legendary show that influenced the character Krusty the Clown.
Studio 1 at WGN has it's where the Bozo circus show was at. Also other shows like Ray Rayner and other stuff like that.
Fast forward, we're walking around. All of a sudden, we're like, hey, what up, Demetrius? That's Demetrius Ivory from the Morning News.
Right.
I'm like, Jeff, could I talk to him later, get a picture? He's like, yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
So we walk around, we meet this really nice intern. I forget her name.
I cannot think of her name still.
She was so nice, too.
It might have been Katie, but I'm not sure.
Whatever her name is, the intern for Jeff Hoover could not have been nicer. She gave us a tour, and we're just sitting in there. We walk in, it's like Larry Potash and Robin Baumgarten reading the nose like professionals.
Like we walk, like around the set and then like sort of face them as we're walking, face. Like, we're behind the cameras, but it's just weird because they're, like, just reading the news, and here we are just walking in, sitting in
a lot smaller
their little
than I thought.
Interview area. Yeah, it's very small. And then that's Studio 3. Studio 2 is where they do the lottery Powerball drawings, and Studio 1 is where they use other stuff. But that if they have two things going on at once, they have Studio 2 that they use for other stuff. And then there's the WGN Newsroom where they do the 5 o'clock news live from, I believe, right? I believe they do the 5 o'clock news with, like, Mark Sapelsa and whoever else.
Yeah.
I think they do that live from the WGN newsroom, and there's just people, on the computers doing stuff, finding stories.
It's really
I don't
weird.
know what.
You often forget, Ryan, that like when Erin McElroy does the traffic, she's doing it at a green screen. Like,
right.
I've always thought she was talented because she's just good at what she does, but it's amazing. Like, you have to have the coordination. Like, she was knocking it out of the park. Like, she's just doing it to a green screen. Like, she's just, like, pointing, here's where the Eisenhower here is, here's where 53 is.
Yeah, you have to be very careful that you don't move too much, otherwise you're blocking stuff in the screen.
It takes talent.
And she
Same
just
with the
knows
weather.
where everything is.
Right,
like,
yeah.
She doesn't have it on there, and she's just like, if I point here.
Well, they have, like, tape on the ground where you're, like, supposed to stand and everything, and then, move your hands to motion towards. Oh yeah, it's really hard to do that, and then also same with the to be a meteorologist, you have to do the
same green screen
it's the same green screen in front of you, and then there's a sports desk across from that. Yeah.
And the best part about that is with the weatherman like Paul Conrad. Yeah, he's eating his granola bar, drinks a cup of water. Oh yeah, and here's the weather for this weekend. Like he literally, I didn't know he was going on that soon. These guys are utter professionals.
Right. During the breaks, Larry Potash was just like shoving like yogurt in his mouth, and then he just goes back on the air. Like it's really professional. It's really cool. It's also weird like to see what they like do during like their breaks.
Nothing. They're professional.
They're pretty much just eating and then saying, okay, so next we got this and that, and I'm doing this here, and then everyone's like, okay.
I'm not saying I thought it'd be a big party during the breaks, but they are so professional and so focused. It like reminded me where I want to be with my career. Like here's an example. Their script machine wasn't working, so
yeah, it shut down. Right, it shut down. I think around 7 a.m. Right when we got there.
Right,
they were having issues with it.
Right now, where we are at in our career, what do you think would happen if our script machine turned off and we're on WGN? Pat Tomasulo.
There'd be a lot more uhs and ums. That's for sure.
And a lot of speech problems too. But here's the thing. He's Pat Tomasulo's reading about Ralph Wilson, owner of the Bills.
Buffalo Bills. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he goes, and the Cubs, that's not right. Like, he literally was able, live on TV, they're also on cable, to just go with it and go to the next thing. He was a professional. Demetrius Ivory was cool. We talked to him. my favorite was meeting Dean Richards. Like, he was just so nice. He cared about our show. He's like, well, yeah, I'm up at 3 a.m. sometime because I have my show at 9 a.m. And
maybe I'll give it a listen. Oh, also, the thing about him is he also does WGN radio, and he does that from his desk. He has a microphone set up. So all morning, here's what Dean Richards does. He'll go on the radio, and then he'll talk about, the movies and the entertainment news and all that. And then he'll not run, but he'll fast walk over to Studio 3 just down the hall, and then he'll go live on the news and talk about the same stuff. And then he goes back on the radio, sits in his chair, talks, and then he does that like all morning for like 4 hours. It's a lot of like he's the most busiest guy there, like in the mornings, I think.
And he took the time to talk to us. Like, he was asking follow-up questions.
Yeah, he was.
Like, I've met famous people before in like media where they'll ask questions, but then they'll try to wrap it up like, hey, do you want a picture? Like, here's the thing about me when I meet people in the media. I am the biggest whore. I am such a
You really are.
I am such a douchebag. I hate it, but I want to get
No one's denying that.
Ask anybody at ICB.
That's true.
But I have to get that picture, and there's something about me. I just like the picture for the memory.
Yeah.
And for the bragging.
Oh, yeah. It's a good memory. And then it also shows people, like, look what I did.
I'm talking to Larry Potash, the main announcer for the last 15 years on WGN.
Yeah.
Like, he says, hi, Ryan Hoppe. I'm Larry Potash. Nice to meet you. Where do you guys go to school? Like, he's being so cool. I go, could I get a picture? The worst part is he goes, that sort of ruined the conversation, because then it's like, well, I have to go back and prep for my show. We could have easily talked to him for another 30 seconds. He said, once the show's over with, sure, I'll give you a picture.
Right.
But it was just like, what the hell's wrong with me?
Yeah. But I mean, that's okay. And I understand that, like, the people that are on air can't, don't have really time to take a photo until they're done.
Oh, no. I'm not even... He was completely cool. If we were there until 10, we would have got the picture.
Right.
He could not have been cooler. It was just the fact that I'm talking to a legend on TV, and I go, could I get a picture? I can't enjoy the moment. Like the douchebag, like the imbecile I am.
Damn right.
So, yeah, enough of that.
Did you hear my Cartman voice during that?
It's
pretty cute. Yeah, hey guys, it's me, Jimmy from South Park.
Oh my god.
That's right. I just realized I could do that one.
I'm really tired.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side?
The Hoppe and Super Rich Show. Hoppe and Super Rich. Only on WNUR 89.3 FM.